Have you ever wondered if nature hides treasure maps in plain sight? That the trees, shrubs, and even weeds growing silently around us might be whispering secrets of hidden gemstones beneath the soil? What if I told you that some plants, simply by existing in the right place, can reveal the presence of one of the most coveted gemstones on Earth, the emerald? Emeralds have captivated human civilization for millennia. From the pharaohs of Egypt to the empires of South America, this radiant green gem has symbolized power, wealth, and mysticism. This is the world of biogeochemical prospecting, a remarkable scientific approach where plants are used as natural indicators for the elements buried beneath the Earth's crust. These plants have evolved the incredible ability to absorb unusually high concentrations of specific metals from the soil. While most plants avoid soils with toxic levels of metals like nickel, chromium, or beryllium, hyperaccumulators do the exact opposite. They thrive in them. But finding emeralds has always been a daunting challenge. They don't glitter on the surface. They hide in rugged terrains, embedded in rocks deep below. One example is a small shrub known locally in parts of Colombia that thrives in soil profiles rich in black shale, the very rock type often hosting emerald-bearing veins. Their tissues show elevated levels of vanadium, chromium, and beryllium, the silent signature of emerald-friendly geology below. But what they do is just as important. They accumulate trace elements in their leaves and stems, offering subtle clues to what's hidden below. When geologists collect these plants, dry them, and analyze them with mass spectrometry, they can detect these unusual concentrations and zero in on potential emerald deposits, all without turning a single rock. The search has often involved years of digging, geological surveys, and in some cases, pure luck. But hidden in nature is a silent guide, a group of plants that can help us track down these emerald deposits, acting like green flags rising from the ground. These chemical elements don't just sit in isolation underground. They often leave geochemical fingerprints in the surrounding soil and water. And in some regions, certain plants have evolved to grow only in such geochemically unique environments. In a world increasingly dependent on mining for clean energy technologies, from lithium batteries to solar panels, finding efficient and ethical ways to discover mineral resources is more crucial than ever. Hyperspectral imaging from drones and satellites can detect slight changes in plant color and health that might signal metal accumulation. Combined with machine learning, these aerial scans could one day scan entire landscapes for emerald clues without ever touching the soil. In contrast, biogeochemical prospecting lets us read nature's clues gently. A future where every tree, shrub, and blade of grass could be a potential clue in the global hunt for precious resources. In Brazil, for instance, geologists studying certain native species found a recurring pattern. Specific trees, showing elevated beryllium levels, coincided with emerald-bearing zones. Their foliage, when analyzed, held the unmistakable geochemical trace of the hidden gems below. By sampling plant life rather than scarring the earth, we reduce environmental impact while increasing our precision. And the next time you see a patch of green in an otherwise barren land, ask yourself, could this be nature's way of pointing to hidden riches? That the emeralds we search for so desperately might be revealed not by dynamite or drills, but by the quiet resilience of a tree that simply grew in the right place. At the heart of this process is a special category of flora known as hyperaccumulators. From gold to nickel, from copper to rare earth elements, plants have shown time and time again that they can act as living maps of the underground. In Australia, species like Tilatus and Aromophila have been found to accumulate gold particles in their leaves. In Indonesia and the Philippines, certain tree species growing on ultramafic soils have revealed the presence of valuable nickel reserves. So how does this relate to emeralds? Emeralds are a variety of the mineral beryl, rich in elements like beryllium, and often associated with trace elements like chromium and vanadium that give them their brilliant green hue. Let's take a closer look at the real detectives in this story, the plants. In the emerald-rich regions of Colombia, Zambia, and parts of Brazil, researchers and geologists had begun identifying plants that only seemed to grow in soils rich in beryllium and chromium. In some regions of Zambia, lichens and mosses growing on the rocky outcrops near emerald mines exhibit unusual metal content when analyzed in a lab. These plants are not magical. They don't create emeralds or directly signal, "Dig here." This method isn't just clever, it's sustainable. Traditional mining exploration often involves clearing forests, drilling deep holes, and disturbing the land. There are even documented cases where emerald deposits were uncovered based on this very method. But the story doesn't end with emeralds. The same principles apply to a wide array of metals and minerals. The implications of this method are profound. This is why researchers are now pairing traditional botany with cutting-edge technologies. Imagine that. A future where satellites read the chemical whispers of trees to find hidden treasures deep below. But there's something poetic about all this, isn't there? That amidst all our complex machines and expensive equipment, it's the humble plants, rooted in silence, adapting for survival, that can show us where the real treasures lie. In the end, nature holds many secrets, some written in stone, others in roots and leaves. Because sometimes, the best treasure maps are the ones drawn by life itself.